there's two questions I want to ask you guys. One, the grandmother of the children, the 6 and 8 year old, number one, was she a party? Because sometimes grandparents can sue for custody. Was she a party to the custody battle? And number two, if not, either way, is the biological father under any suspicion, or did they just take this on their own?
No, Bobby.
Custody.
The biological father is in rehab. He's obviously he has a criminal history himself, but he was fighting against that's his mother. He wanted the custody was for him, but the grandmother, who was his mother, had custody right now because he was in rehab.
Okay.
But Veronica, the child's mother, the two children's mother, she was trying to get more visitation and ultimately maybe get custody. So
from the grandmother who currently
from the grandmother, right. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And that is where the contention and this whole thing came from, is that, I don't know how the grandmother just thought she was now Ma Barker and she was going to just take out her her son's baby's mother, because they're not married. But, and I know that we'll get criticized. I don't care. You could see she's got drugs written all over her face. Yeah. I saw a picture of her from like 4 or 5 years ago. She was actually a very pretty woman. She looked good. So she must have got hit with the meth head a couple of months ago, or a couple of years ago. And Tad Burt Cullum, if she's a meth head, what do you think he is? He's good friends with a judge. I know that.
Well, it seems like she did such a good job of raising her son, who's currently in rehab, that she wanted to raise the grandchildren as well. So she must have a lot of confidence in her child raising abilities. Yeah. But so the custody battle was basically between the grandmother and the victim.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
She also had threatened with her boyfriend Tad to kill her son. And that's on record in family court. So, like, as you said, how does this judge that's good friends, not just good friends, we're in business together, how does he not know that? And how does he still show up on national television saying what good friends? I can't imagine Tad. Most people couldn't believe O.J. Simpson did what he did. And I know he was found innocent, but he was guilty as hell.
He was found not guilty. He wasn't found innocent.
Right. He was found not guilty. But
in a difference.
Yeah. In a civil trial, he was found guilty as all hell, and
I mean, I don't know why, but these custody battles do kind of spur this. I think a few years ago, I don't know if you guys know the Piketon massacre, where like one family wiped out a whole nother family. I think there were 6 or 8 members of a family killed in one night by 6 or 8 members of another family over one child, the custody battle of one child. It's a very famous case in true crime. They moved the family that committed the murders actually moved to Alaska, thinking they got away with it. They moved back, I think it was Ohio. I saw a documentary on it. But it was like one night they went to 3 or 4 different locations and killed 8 family members of the opposite family, just over one small child's the custody of one small child. And so obviously it stirs emotions in certain types of people, but you wonder, like we started off saying, how do you think you're going to get away with it? You're in a contentious battle with another person. If that person winds up dead, you're suspect number one. Like, I don't understand the mindset of, I get it, trying to make it look like an accident. The anvil thing is out there. It's out there. But I understand the concept of it. I understand the concept of, hey, let's make it look like a mischievous accident from some teenagers throwing something off a bridge of an overpass. I get the concept. But this, what were you thinking? It's a rural area. There's not many people out there. There's not going to be many people. It's not going to be like a random person that gets shot in New York or San Francisco or something, or Chicago. I don't know. It baffles me on how they're planning this and thinking that they're actually going to get away with it.
This is right from the affidavit. Her son's last name was Rickman. Rickman's grandmother reported in February 2024, and I'm not talking about Miss Adams. That's his mother.
Right, the other grandmother.
Yes. Rickman told her that they didn't have to worry about the custody battle much longer because Adams had it under control. That Adams knew the path the judge walked to work, and we'll take out Veronica at drop-off. She actually said that. So it's like this lady thought she was Ma Barker or something, you know. Rickman was confirmed to be in rehab facility in Oklahoma City at the time of the disappearance. The children were in custody of Adams.
My
On
one
April-
question would be, and this is, and believe me, I am not victim blaming. I am not casting aspersions on the victim, but my investigator thought is, why didn't the biological mother have custody of these kids and the grandmother have visitation? Why did the grandmother?
Bobby, there was an allegation